These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
I wanted to highlight the Jayson Tatum thing. Obviously, Jayson Tatum picked up a tech earlier in the second quarter. Already got rescinded by the NBA because it just wasn't a technical foul. But I think if you there's two ways of looking at that Jayson Tatum tech. I think you can look at it and say the refs are biased against the Celtics, but the way I think you should look at it and the way I think it portrays itself is the Celtics have earned a bad reputation with the referees. They've earned it. They've complained too much. They let the refs get in their heads. They play bad basketball when they focus on the refs. And the refs have picked up on that because they just annoy them all the time. They complain about every single call. And Jayson Tatum has earned that reputation. Now, that wasn't a tech. It got rescinded. They shouldn't have gotten a point on the board for it. They shouldn't have taken a free throw. Tatum wasn't reacting to it. But the fact that he has the track record that he does has all led him up to this point. I mean, you look into the first quarter, Grant Williams got a tech 5 minutes into the game because the refs are so done with his talking. Like, he's done with just like the Celtics have earned this bad ref reputation. I think we did an entire podcast where I titled a portion of it, the Celtics bad referee reputation. Like they constantly complain. It happened all throughout last year. Tatum got ejected from a preseason game because of how much he complains. And that was like a good culmination of it. He's second in the league in technical fouls this year behind only Kevin Durant and Draymond. He has 4 this season in 13 games. Tatum needs to cut it. Grant Williams needs to cut it even more because he has got 3 this season as a role player. You look at the names around him, it's like Luka, Luka, Tatum, LeBron, Durant, Draymond, and then Grant Williams.
Well, usually that's elite company. Usually it's like Grant's like the first player to ever do this specific combination of things in a game, and it's like all like stats that really don't matter, but like he did it all at once. Yeah, it's like LeBron or Kareem and like Grant, but this is just him getting techs.
Yeah, he's got to chill. The Celtics have earned a bad reputation, and they let the referees get to them way too much, and that is the reason Tatum got that tech. It wasn't a tech. It got rescinded, rightfully so, but he earned it from the way he's acted for the past 2 years with the referees.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a new thing. They need to stop. As a fan watching the games, it's annoying. As a fan watching the games that wants them to win, it's annoying because you're giving away free points regardless if he has to pay the fine. They very well could have lost that game. It was close because of the point that they gave up.
Yeah.
It just needs to stop, dude. Like Gorman said it on the radio last week on Toucher and Rich. He said in the game's history, a referee has never overturned a call because they've complained.
Yeah. 100%. And the Celtics need to learn that, and they won't learn it. And I mean, you saw Al Horford yelling at him last night because of how much they were complaining. I agree. He was the reason they were able to get back into that game, I think, at least from a mentality perspective. Like, obviously, there were on-court stuff that we can talk about, but the referee thing has to stop. Tatum is bad, but Grant is easily the worst. Like, first 5 minutes of the game, whether or not it was a foul, you barking at a ref is just like, there's no point. Like you said, like they're not going to turn the call over, especially, 5 minutes into the game, hearing the check and then him going like, what did I do? Stop yelling at the ref, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He's been phenomenal this season. You can't say enough good stuff about Grant, the way he's evolved his game. He can shoot threes. He can drive off the dribble. His ability to drive closeouts has created so many offensive chances for the Celtics this year. So many open threes, so many open cuts, so much great offense on top of the great defense that he plays. But he's just got to stop complaining to the refs. And it's as much as it is a matter of he's a role player, he shouldn't be talking. Even if he was like a superstar, he still talks too much, right? Like it's that level.
Well, we started talking about Tatum, so there you go.
Exactly. And then we transitioned to Grant because that's how bad it is. But
Tatum, who is the odds favorite for the MVP now. I told you all, the loyal listeners, before the season, I said bet him for MVP.
Tic-tac-toe.